Hi you guys, it's me, Caitlin. So today I just wanted to quickly review the Dr. Cooks Bitless Bridle. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might not know that Kiss and I are going bitless, and I'm so excited about this. And this is not a video promoting like going bitless. This is not a video of me telling you have to go bitless. This is just something I've always been really curious in doing and always really wanted to do for a very long time, and I'm doing it. It's just a personal preference. It's something that I thought would really benefit Kiss and I in riding. So let me first explain to you why I chose to go bitless. So as you guys know, Kiss used to be a racehorse, and in the racehorse industry they use the bit to kind of get them to go quicker instead of slower. So they really pull on their mouths and whip them to go quickly. So they have this stimulus and this idea, if you kind of have anything in your mouth, you can pull the horse, your rider around to go quicker if you want to go quicker. So ever since the day I got Kiss, he's had this huge head flinging problem. He loves flinging his head all over the place, usually causing him to trip, causing him not to pay attention, not keeping him, round and off my leg. It would usually make him actually slow down than really anything. It would be frustrating sometimes. And he's gotten a ton better about it, a ton better about the head flinging ever since I really taught him to get off my leg, listen to my leg, and use body cues, not just using the bit to get him around. So that was the first big thing about choosing to go bitless. So I've wanted to go bitless for about 1.5 years now, and I've never had the balls to do it. Everyone in my barn does not believe in a bitless riding style. No one has done it before, and none of my trainers have done it, and so I had really no one to go to, so I researched it on my own and decided on my own, and I finally, after 1.5 years, decided to go ahead and get the Bitless Bridle. The first time I started researching, I was originally thinking about the Hackamore, and the reason I chose against the Hackamore was because it only had one pressure point, and it was to the nose, and I did not want that just on Kiss. Like, I thought that would make Kiss uncomfortable. I didn't think that would really benefit from Kiss. He needs a little bit more support in order to help him listen and bend, and I didn't want all that pressure on his cute little sensitive nose. And that's, again, just my personal preference. You go ahead if you like the Hackamore. I'm so happy for you. I'm not saying that the Hackamore's bad. I've never tried the Hackamore. That's just the reason I didn't want to choose it, was because I didn't think it had enough, support and pressure points, to help my horse out. And so then I found the Dr. Cooks Bitless Bridle, and this one was a pretty cool thing. And they've been around for a while, I guess, and I never really knew or noticed it about it. And it had this crisscross underneath the cheekbones of the horses. I'm not really good with wording, so if I get anything wrong, I'm sorry. Go, I don't know, leave me alone. So I looked it up, and it has 2 different pressure points, the top of their head right here and their nose. So when you kind of ask with their hand or communicate with your hand at all, it has 2 pressure points like this. So it kind of pushes down on their pole, I think it is, and their nose, so to kind of listen like that. So I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I was really paranoid about putting it on and how to fit, because it looked super scary, and trust me, it's not. I got it. It's super easy. It's just like putting on a halter, and voila, you're there. So I went ahead and bought the Beta Bitless Bridle. So the Beta, well, one, I ordered it from Smart Pack. And I didn't want to buy the leather Bitless Bridle because I wasn't 100% sure this was going to work out, and I didn't want to spend over $200 on a bridle that I possibly wouldn't like. So I went ahead and bought the Beta, and it is like $98 on Smart Pack, so it's a really good price. And I'm going to show you a few pictures I took for you guys specifically. So the first one I'll show you guys is the full Bitless Bridle that is on Kiss, and it looks exactly like leather. So from afar, you're just like, oh, this is pretty brown leather, and then when you're close up, which I'll show you now, you could see kind of the quality. It's not bad quality at all. It's super nice. It's super sturdy. It's not going to break anytime soon. And the texture is kind of like rubbery. It's not like rubbery, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels kind of rubbery. It has that texture to it, and it's super easy to clean off. You just wipe it off with a towel, or you can even dunk it into a bucket of water and let it dry. So it's easier to take care of than leather. Like, it won't get rusty or moldy or gross like that. So that's kind of exciting, and it's super light. Like, it is just lighter than a halter, in my opinion. And Kiss likes it so much more when I put it on him because, you know, he usually tries to avoid putting the bridle on at all cost, and he just doesn't mind it now, and he's like, oh, this is all it is. Wow. The reason I'm going bitless is because I thought it would really benefit Kiss and I, because I thought maybe getting rid of that stimulus in his mouth, it would really help him pay attention to what I'm asking and have a much happier and healthier horse in the long run. And so far he seems to love it. I've only ridden it 2 times, so I don't know like everything about it, so I'm sorry. The more I ride in it, the more I'll let you guys know, and if you guys have any more questions, of course ask and I'll let you know, and as I continue to use it. So the first ride was quite successful. I was a little nervous. I was super excited. Like, I got super excited when I first used it. I just wanted to go out and do stuff, you know. And I just rode on a looser rein, just got him used to it. I mean, even rounded and bended a little bit in it, just a few steps because he was still figuring out, but there's no chomping, he didn't pull, he didn't fling his head once in the ride. He picked up both of his canners, which I don't know if you guys know, he's awful at picking up his right lead canner, just because of the racing history, you know, in him and, you know, the opposite training they teach him. He picked up his right lead canner perfectly the first time I asked. I didn't have to ask him any more times than that, just one time, and he just floated right into it, and it was beautiful and it was exciting, and I was just like, eee, it worked. So my big advice for you guys is be very patient when you change bridles, definitely when you're going bitless. So today the problem was riding in a bitless in general, I bet, is just a completely different feeling than riding in a bridle with a bit. Because when you ride in a bridle with a bit, all you feel is the horse's mouth. You feel the horse's mouth relaxing, you feel the horse's mouth tightening, you feel the horse's mouth when he throws his head up in the air. So when you ride in a bitless bridle, all you feel is their nose. You feel their whole freaking head, and sometimes their head can be super heavy. Kiss kind of walks around, you know, when he's outside on his own, he kind of walks around like a giraffe. His neck is really high, and he kind of bops his head like this. And so I was riding today, and I felt my hands, they were just they felt like they were flopping all over the place, and I was like, I'm trying to keep my hands steady, I don't know why they're flopping. I figured it out because his head was all up in the air, and he was trotting around like this, so he was taking my hands along with it. So what I did was, he was really being a little bit unresponsive to my leg, and he started pulling on me with his head. He started kind of trying to want to drag me around the ring. So what I did was halt him, and I kind of fixed the bridle to make sure it wasn't too tight on his face, that maybe was causing a little bit of discomfort, and it wasn't. And I loosened, you know, the crisscross parts underneath his cheekbones a little bit, and then got him walking. So what I did was I really got him off my leg. I made him go into a working walk. That was the first step, was getting him off my leg. Was like not being lazy, not, you know, pushing his right side to my right leg too much, or his left side to my left side too much. So that's what I did. So I made him get off my leg. So after he finally got into a working walk and finally respecting my leg, I then asked for him to bend to the right and to the left. And by doing that, I used my right leg, let's say we're tracking right, I used my right leg to kind of push his little hind end over, and then use my upper body. I did not use my hands, and I kind of moved my upper body for him to bend like this. And then after he finally did that, guess what? He started rounding. He started relaxing his nose. I no longer felt any kind of heaviness in my hands. He was relaxed. He can round, and I know lots of people are really worried about getting a bitless bridle and not being able to round their horse. But you can definitely round your horse in a bitless bridle. You don't need a bit to do that. So I walked with him on just the walk for a good 10-15 minutes, really making him respond to my leg aids, really making him listen, and my reins were quite long. I had a good long rein to allow him to move his nose, you know, relax his nose down and a little bit round, and it worked like a charm. It was amazing, and I give him lots of reward for that when they do that, because that's what you want. And so after he finally started relaxing like that, I asked for a trot. I did not touch my hands in any way. I left them the way they were at the walk, and he relaxed his head down for the trot. And I was super ecstatic, and I was like, I did it. I'm learning. We're learning each other. So a big part about bitless training is that you really have to kind of communicate with your horse better, and just remember that it's never your horse's fault. This is just as new to him as it is for you. So just be very patient when you're transitioning to bitless bridle, and just enjoy it if you do choose to do it. Again, this is not me telling you guys you have to go bitless. Oh my god, if you don't go bitless, you're not a real rider. Like, that's not me. Like, if the bit works for you, then that's fantastic. Good for you. I mean, I don't mind bits at all. I don't hate bits. I'm not like, throw all the bits away. They're ruining horses' lives. Like, you know, it's all about the rider and the hands of the rider. So, again, this is my personal preference, and if you guys are thinking like me, oh, I want to go bitless with my horse, this is a little review for you. And if you guys have any more questions, leave the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. I know my last review with the tread step Da Vinci's, I wasn't really bad at getting back to people. But I'm really gonna try to continue this process and continue sharing this process with you guys on a regular basis. This is something I've always wanted to do, and this is something that I'm very excited about, and I don't know, it's just kind of like a dream come true to go bitless for me personally. And another recommendation is, don't just buy a bitless bridle. Just don't go out and be like, oh, bitless bridle. Like, really do your research, and you really have to know your horse before you just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go bitless because it's cool and it looks fun and the bridle looks cool. Like, no. Just research it a lot. Research it a lot before you decide. I researched it for 1.5 years, and I talked to lots of people that went bitless before I decided to go bitless. And again, I don't have lots of support from the people at the barn, so I don't know. I'm gonna really have to do this by myself and learn how to do this by myself. Sometimes I'm not gonna know what to do, and I'm gonna need help. And when I do, I guess I'll come to you guys. But so far, it's been a fantastic experience, and I would totally recommend it if you guys are wanting to go bitless. And thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this. If you want to order it anywhere, you can order it from Dr. Cooks Bitless Bridle. It's called bitlessbridle.com, I think. Or go to SmartPack and call SmartPack because they're amazing. I called them the day I ordered mine just to make sure that I was doing the right thing, and I really wanted to hear someone say, you're doing the right thing, you're doing good, because I had no horse person to talk to about doing this with. I just had my mom and my best friend, who both are not horse people. And so I'm talking to someone that knows about this stuff a little bit more. I also contacted Katie Pontone. I'm so sorry if I ruined your name, but she is one of my idols. She owns Belladonna and Wicked. She's very passionate about bitless and barefoot riding, and I went to her when I started considering it, and she left me this long message telling me everything I need to know, and I need to contact her back. But she's fantastic, and she's my idol, and she's a big reason why I decided to go bitless, because like, she's a beautiful rider. She is Belladonna was very difficult, and seeing her transition from a bit to a bitless safely and very well and beautifully really made me want to do it too. So I hope this video helped you guys a little bit, and I hope if you're wanting to go bitless, this is kind of convince you guys to do it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because I don't have the support, and I'm happy as hell right now. So just stay positive and do the best thing that's for your horse. If you don't think you can handle it, then don't do it, and you're completely fine. Like, there's no judgment here. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the day and week, and I'll try to get videos of us riding bitless. I'm trying. I should have videotaped the first time we rode, but I was just like an idiot and I forgot completely to do that. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll try. And just leave your comments below if you have any more questions. I promise I'll try to get you back to you guys as soon as possible. I'll put some pictures in this video, and hopefully there'll be a video up soon about us riding bitless. So bye you guys. Thank you so much.